It's Festival Shmestival, starring Jordan Olds, Drew Kaufman.
Hey everybody, welcome to Festival Shmestival, the only podcast that's brave enough to have a shitty name and be behind a paywall. It's Drew and Jordan, and today we're joined by Kyle Kinane, a man that we admire, and also we both kissed him within 40 minutes of meeting him. Hey, Kyle.
That day did go quick, didn't it?
Yeah, that was really fast.
That's more time. I've kissed you more times than I've kissed my girlfriend, I think, because we did 3 takes.
What's wrong with this poor young lady? Why are you neglecting your...
Yeah, Jordan, we got to talk about that.
Neglecting your sweetie.
I have therapy on Wednesdays.
Nice.
If you're like a newer 2 Minutes fan, you know, you might not have seen this sketch, but Kyle, you've been on the show before, the actual show.
Was I was in the sketch. I was not on the actual show though.
Oh no. Well, I feel like a sketch counts as the show. Like anything
before we did anything. It was one of the first things that we did. Like we made that pilot, and then someone was like, you guys should keep making sketches. And we're like, oh yeah, we can just make sketches. And so we did that.
Oh, I was thinking of the live show. Like when you guys did the live show at St. Vitus, I was not on that. That's what I was referring to as the show in my head.
Oh yeah. And how we, you know, like the Guar sketch was originally, we put that together because, we were approached by people that were a lot of people think that we're like an actual metal website. So we get a lot of PR emails to like do interview, like, and they wanted us to do something with actual Guar. And then we booked you for the sketch, and then we put the whole thing together and then sent it back to the people, and they were like, "Oh, we meant like an interview."
Well, I mean, you do silly things, but you keep quality in mind, and that's the rarity of like committing to something ridiculous with good quality. Like, oh, this is gonna be a silly cover, but it's gonna be precise and good musicianship. I'm like, oh yeah, that's when somebody's willing to go all in on the dumbest gag in the world. That's my wheelhouse. That's why I'm like, yeah, I got whatever you guys need me for. I'm on it.
Hell yeah. Well, don't worry, because that's all we're capable of. So we'll have a bright future together.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking forward. I didn't make it to Fest when you guys were down there doing the live show, and I was watching the footage of you guys at Psycho Las Vegas.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god!
How was it, Vegas? I've done like punk rock bowling in Vegas, and it's always like I was just talking with somebody about this the other day. It's like they're always just a little too like the Vegas festivals. Like everybody just got the outfits turned up real hard, but none of the ethics, none of the ethos of the scene is there. But it's just like, man, didn't I nail the look? Like, all right.
Well, it was weird because one, you know, like punk rock bowling, I've never been, but I'm assuming it's in a bowling alley. And then we were in the Mandalay Bay Casino.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's everything turned up to like 100 in regards to like, there's just so many people in that building already. And so there was like French tourists and then like spiky jacket people, and everyone was trashed out of their mind. And also we were on at midnight. So everybody was like sleepy drunk. It was a very, very strange place to be. And, you know, just from the stage, you can see people gambling and not giving a shit about us. It was really, really strange. I can't imagine anything else like it.
And especially when the intent is comedy. I know I did a comedy show somebody put on for like an after party for, it was like whatever term they were using for like the potheads that grow homegrown weed stuff. It was like a growers conference. So it was all like, you know, whatever lights and aquariums and all that shit they need for growing pot. But so it was an after party for potheads, which should just start at 7 p.m. because that's after hours. and I was doing a show, and it was like midnight. The show was starting, and I wound up whispering because so many people were taking naps in the audience, and I looked at. I'm like, I could tell you had a rough day of smoking weed and giggling and eating snacks. I'm not here to ruin your life. So let me just kind of whisper the jokes to the people that are paying attention. But let's be nice to these people that came into this little quiet corner of the venue to have a nap.
Oh my God.
That stuff is the best, though. Honestly, like, even if in the moment you're not having the best time, you're like, a year from now when I've forgotten all of the trauma, this is going to be a great story.
That was the biggest thing for me. Like, for me doing the Vegas show, like, it was weird because it had the look of a metal festival, but it also felt like we were in a gigantic old folks home. Like, we were in a retirement home.
You were. It was called Las Vegas.
Yeah, we were like, why is the air so weird? And
it felt like a cross between like the Warped Tour and playing a bungalow in the Catskills.
Yeah. It's either people that just fell out of a sarcophagus onto a slot machine, or it's just open herpes sores high-fiving each other down the strip with like plastic guitars filled with margarita.
Yep.
Yeah. We're also like 20 feet away from the Michael Jackson Experience too. So there's that.
Yeah, we were like
literally down the hall.
Yeah. It was creepy.
Well, it looked fun.
It was great. It was totally great. It's just fun to shit on it because it's so weird.
It was definitely the most chaotic thing we've ever done because it's like, we always figured that like music festivals are where like a live version of the show makes sense because we have a lot of options for musicians, but they put us at midnight on the last day. So everybody we originally talked to who wanted to be on the show either had to like get on a plane or they did so much acid.
Yeah.
Like specifically one band was like, I'm going to be on, they were like, what time are you on? And we're like, midnight. It's like, I will probably be on several hallucinogens. I was like, just please get on stage. I'll read you Goodnight Moon. Like, we'll make it work.
We were, it was also that weekend Matt Pike got married at Psycho Vegas.
Right.
And so he had a huge party. And at like 11 o'clock in the morning, we were setting up to film one of our interviews. And this huge dude in a cowboy hat and a horseshoe mustache knocks on our door. Is like, hey, we have too much beer. Can you help me with the beer? And so we show up with buckets and literally I helped this guy get beers out of his bathtub. I guess he wanted to take a bath and there was 400 beers in it. So we take almost, we take like 75% of the beer out. And we bring it back into our area where we're filming. We're like, okay, well, now we've got beer. I guess we'll give it to our guests. And then he knocks on the door again. He's like, hey, I gave you too much beer. Can I have some beer back? And that's Psycho Vegas in a nutshell, I think.
Those are good times for everybody. One of these days. Well, what do we got to do here? Can you explain?
Yes, kind of.
For the listener.
So I'm going to explain to you and the listener. So basically, this is a show about designing like your music festival based on like 10 bands that you absolutely would want to be at your actual music festival, and then 10 that are from your like Spotify recently played or your Apple Music, like whatever kind of I don't know, if you're that guy who listens to vinyl and leaves all of the vinyl out in order, like next to the record player, we could do that.
No, I hate vinyl.
Me too, dude.
Of all the advancements, like of all how intimidated I am by technology, God, I love MP3s. Or just the idea that I don't have to have a physical thing to listen to music. That is so liberating. People are like, I collect records. I'm like, you could have just gotten a personality. You could have done that thing instead. But here we are looking at a fucking square. All right.
Yeah. Dude, technology is great. Try to explain shuffle to your grandma. She'll fucking piss.
I remember the day somebody was showing me an MP3 player for the first time. I was like, yeah, there's like 90 songs on there. I'm like, well, but where? That's too much. I couldn't understand what digital meant. Like, how does time fit in a watch, man? That's crazy.
Dude, I'm a vinyl person, but I like, it's exhausting. Like, I go through like phases. Like, once every 6 months I buy records and then I don't touch it. Like I'll listen to the record. I only listen to vinyl when I'm like cleaning my house. Otherwise, I'm listening to Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to, I feel like I feel like that's such a frowned upon thing to do, but I'm listening to Spotify. I'm doing it. It's great. It's all there. I don't have to download anything. It's it's bad,
You're
but it's
listening
great.
to Spotify. You're sleeping on your purple mattress. You're using stamps.com. Your website's Squarespace. Jordan, you're living in the 21st century.
Yeah, click the
Seinfeld's
microphone
on
that,
Hulu.
yeah, click the microphone that I tattooed on my neck.
Well, speaking of neck tattoos, well, no, not really. But so there's a couple of catches with this, Kyle.
All right.
So basically, you're going to name bands, but, we're trying to keep this real, and some things aren't going to work out. Like, for example, if you were listening to Nirvana, I don't know if you've heard, but they're really good. But if they were going to play a show, they'd have to make some changes because Chris Novoselic is into Trump.
Yeah, so you gotta get a new
Kurt Cobain
bassist.
Wait, is he really a Trump guy?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Isn't that weird? But basically, so if we hit like a little roadblock, we've got some caveats for you. So one is you get one hologram if you get somebody who's dead, or you could just have a hologram. We both just kind of went crazy with that.
Okay. All right. One hologram.
You can just have somebody perform with a hologram because you think that would be fun, or if you'd rather if there's like a band you'd rather you're like, I want to see Minor Threat, but Ian McKay is gonna talk too much in the mic. I want I want a hologram.
Yeah,
now,
let's do the hologram of.
If I were to choose Paul Abdul and MC Scat Cat, would MC Scat Cat negate my use of a hologram, or is that animation?
You can do that.
Is that a separate category?
No, that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you would still
Well,
need.
what's going to happen is we're going to, you're by like choice number 8, because this is your recently played, so you have no control over it. By choice number 8, you might have gotten rid of some of these things. So, it's your dream festival, and you might not get the reunion that you want because you already used it up. Because you also get one reunion if the band's broken up and nobody's dead. You also get one cover set. So if you want someone to, do like we did, Primus is playing Rush right now for some reason.
They're cosplaying as Rush.
Yeah.
So I had Rush on my recently played. Because I had never really listened to Rush, and someone was making me. So
that's usually how Rush happens.
Yeah. But I had them.
Usually it happens a lot earlier in life, Jordan.
Yeah, totally. I don't know.
It's always forced.
I've got 3 more years of hair, so I figured I have to start getting into Rush so I can like them when I'm bald. But
Rush is definitely a receding hairline band. Like, you could still rock it in the back while it's falling out on top. And if you're like, oh, I'm into Rush, like, oh, this makes sense.
It's the way that you get to have a skullet for sure.
Yeah, dude, I look like David Crosby playing Super Mario in a movie right now. It's great, and I love Rush. You are starting to look like Dr. Mario at the beach.
This is a Tinder profile. I'll click on or swipe. I haven't been single for years. I don't know how Tinder works.
I have
also
just
never
smash
been
your
on
dick into the phone.
Well, that I have been doing. I don't know that.
Yeah. What else is there? So then there's a full album set. You can have someone play a full album from start to back if you want to do that. And then the last thing is Andrew WPK is going to play your festival no matter what. He plays every festival. He's everywhere. So Andrew WK is like your free space, So if you don't know what to do, you get Andrew WK no matter what. So if you were listening to something that you're not proud of, Andrew WK could play it, or he could just serve breakfast at the hotel, or he could host a Q&A. He could play drums for 24 hours straight, which is a real thing that he did.
He's like
yeah.
musical Elon Musk.
You know
Like
what?
he kind of just does whatever, and you're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I like that because that's also an insult.
It's also a little bit of an insult, but it's also a little bit like, oh, you're just making flamethrowers because you can? All right. Or why not?
Yeah, with Andrew WK, it's like, hey, I made this thing. And you're like, did someone want that? All right.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing you got to respect about Andrew WK is that he's the only person I know who had a show on Cartoon Network who wasn't a cartoon, but also is a cartoon if you think about it.
It's like if they went back and rebuilt Wesley Willis with the right parts. First model was a little glitchy, but I think we got it right with this one.
And then we got a thing you get to just do, like, because I don't know, it's music that we listen to, so a lot of people are dead.
Okay.
So you can
bummer Jordan.
That's the name of the band. All right.
Yeah, a lot of people are dead,
and you will know us by the band members who are dead.
But you can if you have an artist on you recently played and you already used like a hologram and whatever, you can if you want to, you can also like fantasy rebuild the band. Like you can have like you can do like all right, it's typo negative, but they're gonna have Grimes is singing for some reason.
Rudy Giuliani plays bass. Why not? Fuck it.
So you can do stuff like that if you want. Like I had Soundgarden on mine, so I just did. I had like Greg from Dillinger Escape Plan sing a Soundgarden set because he also can sing like a beautiful bird.
I would have Savage Garden singing Soundgarden just to confuse people.
You love to hate to see it.
What and now and are you making up all these rules just right now? Because I don't remember any of them.
Me neither. But we're not.
I wrote them down in my in my like notes next to all of my apologies. Just kidding. But yeah,
Oh boy.
Screenshots. Posting a screenshot. I say we just go for it.
Let's get in there.
Speaking of call out culture, we'll let you know when you make a mistake.
Okay, that's all I want. That's all I want. Just bumper bowl me into the right direction. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
As white people, that's our job. Kyle, what is the name of your festival, and when would you like it to happen?
I didn't know I had to name it. Oh boy. Okay. Let's call it
the name.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But everybody, I think, like has like because you've performed at several types of festivals. I feel like everybody has like a favorite time of year to go to a festival. Like some people are summer people because they're masochists.
Yeah. I'd throw it in the autumn in the Midwest, the early autumn in the Midwest. Everybody looks better in a jacket.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you know where in the Midwest specifically you think you'd do it?
I mean, being from Chicago, I enjoyed Riot Fest last year, but like I like are cruises off limits?
No, they're not. You could do a cruise, a good lake cruise.
Yeah, or like a barge. like a barge that pulls up,
just crude oil spilling out.
Just a barge, yeah. The bands are on the barge, or maybe the audience is on the barge, and the bands are set up at different points along a river, and the barge pulls up, and then that band plays, and then the barge goes, and then another band's set up. That's like trick or treating.
Oh my god!
Right.
I really love
it's like
that.
a cross between Halloween and Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah, and just words and costumes that let's hope don't show up again in those 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. The audience is on a barge. You go from band to band. Each band is at its own station, so you don't have to worry about load in or load out. It's very expensive. We have to have sound systems for each of the bands. It's not cost effective at all.
Of course. Yeah, that sounds like a good music festival to me, especially because it sounds like it's also directly competing with Riot Fest.
Yeah.
What kind of food do you serve on? I'm just going to call it Kyle's Barge for now, but I'm sure the PR people will come up with a better name.
Yeah. We'll go to marketing with it.
Yeah.
What kind of food? Well, now we're going food. I was worried about all the rules about the bands. Now I got to come up with a menu. Jesus Christ!
We'll remind you of the rules.
I think it's like, what do you like? You know, I feel like if it's in your honor, it's got to be kind of your favorite thing.
Yeah, I mean, I love festival food. I love gross ass carnival food. So just allow elephant ears. Just only elephant ears. Whatever else you order is served on an elephant ear. So if you wanted nachos, well, you get the plate is an elephant ear, is a funnel cake with the nachos on top of it. That's how it's served.
I love that.
Shot of whiskey, it's poured over a funnel cake.
Right. Funnel cake shaped bowl.
Yeah, body shots. Yeah. All right.
I have to ask this because I'm not as well versed on carnival food. Is an elephant ear a term for funnel cake, or are you literally like?
No.
Are you trying to get away with some poaching and try to you can get ivory but then like use every part of the elephant?
Oh, you guys have never done that like Southeast Asia tour? Oh man, it's wild. They've got a lot of fun stuff out there. No, I that's what I heard. Funnel cakes called elephant ears because you get a big old floppy piece of greasy dough.
Right.
I've never heard that, and I thought you were talking about like elephant ear is in New York is like a flaky Italian cookie that most people don't like, but I love.
Really?
I also love funnel cake. Yeah, if you go to, do you live in LA?
Yeah, well, I'm splitting time between there and Oregon, but yeah, I know. What place in LA would you talk about?
Cantor's isn't the best, but they got giant elephant ears, and they call them elephant ears there.
Is it like got powdered sugar on it?
No, that's the funnel cake. This is like it's got like just crystallized sugar on it.
Okay.
I can't explain it. It's like imagine if you took baklava and stretched it out to be the size of a frisbee. I guess that's a shitty explanation, but I dig it.
Big
it's flaky
lava.
Bullshit, you know.
Yeah,
big lava.
This is shit that I need to know about because I feel like I've just been thinking people have been eating weird shit forever, but they're just talking about like a normal nice dessert, but they're just like, let's go get a couple of squirrel knees, and I'm like, all right.
Have you thought this whole time that like a bear claw was like a grizzly bear's hand?
Yeah, I just thought that people were really brave before 9 a.m.
But then you do say yes to something like, we're going to go get some bone marrow. Yeah, sure we are. And then it's like, oh, you're really eating this shit. Wow. How bored did you get with your taste buds that this is the part that you got to eat the inside of bones now?
Yeah, for sure.
This bone marrow is mostly bone. There's barely any marrow in it.
What? Yeah, that's like when you got to get into weird sex. Like, how did you ruin something that's just great, like food, that you have to eat the inside of bones now?
I've gotten way too into food that I've just gone beyond the normal taste and texture spectrum.
Yeah, it's mostly about inconvenience for me. That's how I get off.
I need to watch my friend eat my dinner.
I run low frequency electricity through it to see what kind of resonance it has. I only eat food of a certain resonance now. That's how it works for me.
Yeah.
Well, we've riffed on that enough.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah, I'm lost. What's next? I guess a band.
I was rereading the rules I was like, all right, they're on something. This is now I can get the info right. But let's dive in. All right, we got carnival snacks on a barge. We're just going down a river watching bands. So that's, I guess, the key thing about your festival is no one can like walk away and watch another band, or like you don't get the
No, everybody's watching the same lineup.
you know what? God bless them. Let's dive in. Recently played band number 1, Kyle. What platform are we using? Are you looking at your iTunes?
I am on Spotify. I recently created a playlist to come out to coincide with an album that I'm putting out, and they're like, "You want to put a playlist together?" So I kind of picked as much like all over the place stuff for this playlist. So I think that's where I'm going to be picking. Can I do that? Can I pick off of that since it's a recently played because I put this playlist together a couple days ago?
Well,
how does that work?
So how this would work is you can pick 10 from this afterwards. So we're doing 10 songs from your recently played section of your Spotify in order. So probably a lot of
in order. Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah. See, the secret is that we're trying to make you look silly.
Oh yeah, no, it'll work. You'll do it. It's gonna work. It's gonna work well.
So you'll get all the cool new hardcore you maybe listened to, but then you're also gonna have that that time someone like told you to like check out the soundtrack to a Disney movie you didn't see.
Oh yeah, that's going to be in here. All right, so I'm on recently played. It just shows the artists. It doesn't show the.
That's okay.
Okay,
totally fine.
Well, so is there will there be a podcast? Is that part of the festival?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
so people are gonna float by on a boat and listen to a podcast.
So we're starting the festival with the American Scandal podcast, which is I don't even remember what it's about. I forget what I think I listened to it this morning about. The Exxon Valdez. We're going to start the festival with one episode that I got through this morning about the Exxon Valdez tragedy of a couple.
So it's a serialized podcast. So someone's going to be forced to listen to like episode 7.
Oh yeah, no context whatsoever.
Love it.
Well, that can happen. Also, since they're the first, that can be happening maybe as people are boarding the barge.
Just to get them pumped, to get them real pumped up. Hey, this is a podcast about a boat crashing. Anyway, welcome aboard.
No. This is very different. That was an oil liner, and this is a barge. Very different.
That was up north. It's kind of still warm out. It's fine. It's the different situations.
Yeah, I mean, American Scandal also is definitely a skate punk band from Florida, so they'll probably be there with American Scandal.
Oh yeah, they say something about society in every other song. I think they do use the word society. If they use the word society more than Pennywise in their lyrics, also.
Oh man,
fuck!
What do we got for number 2?
We got another podcast coming. We got the Slow Burn podcast about Bill Clinton's impeachment trial.
Wow, man, you're having a raise your own
I could lie.
festival.
Listen, I could lie, all right? But I'm not.
I love it.
Your
I
rules,
love this.
honor system.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh my god!
And if it's in the fall too, it gives us enough time for maybe the ex-wife of Jeffrey Epstein to give away something for the Clintons. It could be topical.
Yeah, it's just a shame that she's going to get COVID soon and be on a respirator, isn't it? It's just, oh God, it's just such a tragedy that we're not taking that virus seriously, and she's going to catch it and die. So anyway, so that's the first act, I guess. After you boarded listening to one podcast, let's kick off with another one.
I'm not gonna tell you how to spend your hologram, but I'm just throwing it out there that you could have a hologram Bill Clinton playing the saxophone during that, which would be kind of interesting.
Hologram Bill Clinton, but no saxophone sound, just the podcast playing. Right? Is that
like they're playing out of his saxophone?
They're talking off stage, and there's just a hologram of Bill Clinton and you hear the podcast.
Like a hologram of Bill Clinton with a hot mic. Like he doesn't know he's talking. But we'll save it. That's
That might be, and we might be going back to hologram for that one. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, all right. We are soft hold on hologram.
Okay.
Much like this barge, we are cruising along. What's next?
See, well, now playlists. Do I skip over just playlists that I was listening to for the artist?
Is it one artist or is
no?
it a lot
It
of
was like
artists?
various stuff. The first,
What was it?
The first, well, the playlist, we got old reggae vibes. Been smoking a lot of weed up here in Oregon, guys. I got a fire pit. There's craft sour beers at the grocery store. I've been really settling into this Pacific Northwest Rastafarian vibe I got going on. What can I say, man? It's really fitting.
What is the top? What is the first reggae artist on this reggae playlist?
Let's go to it and find out. It is Blazing Fire by Derek Morgan.
All right, Derek Morgan. Is he alive? I don't know. I don't know anything about reggae.
I don't know any of these people. There's literally 2 reggae artists everybody knows, and then just whoever else that they ripped off. Derek Morgan.
He's alive and he's old as shit.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Well, this.
He's 80 years old.
So we got 2 podcasts and an 80-year-old man. Keep in mind, this is the order too.
And you're stuck on a boat, by the way. You can't leave. You have to watch it. That's what's fun.
This is exactly what I want. So Derek Morgan.
Derek Morgan.
Most of the barge is asleep at this point, just sprawled out Jonestown style on the flat surface of the barge.
Everyone's just laying down and cuddling, but they're all wearing jackets.
I think the decision to follow Bill Clinton with the reggae act. Like I don't have a way of explaining it, but it just makes sense. It's a feeling in my gut.
Oh my god! All right, number 4. Who do we?
All right. Well, the next one is another playlist that's the one that I put together.
What's it called?
It's called Tramp in a Ditch.
That should be the name of the festival, actually.
Tramp on a barge.
Yeah, because the album I got coming out is called Trampoline in a Ditch. It's just something I read online that I thought was very beautiful as a statement. And then I shortened it for my playlist that called it Tramp in a Ditch. I'm like, that's good too. So, do we want...
It's all... Tramp in a Ditch is all Super Tramp and Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie, I think, covers Supertramp, and I'm not kidding.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
I love it. Kyle, what's track number 1 on Tramp on a Ditch? Tramp in a Ditch.
Tramp in a Ditch. The first song is called "Drugs and Masturbation" by Boris the Sprinkler.
All right, Boris.
Featuring an intro by Wesley Willis.
That's awesome.
That fucking rules.
So he's dead, but it's the intro, so it doesn't count.
They can just play it.
Yeah.
People are boarding this boat expecting just like punk rock and loudness, and you are basically putting them through the sonic equivalent of a David Lynch movie.
Oh yeah, I'm kicking that boat into the water and being like, "Thanks for the money, suckers." That's basically what this is.
Boris the Sprinkler, I've never seen them, but I've heard that they do like a very insane show.
It's
with costumes and such.
Yeah, it's like he always had like a motorcycle helmet with deer antlers on it, and it was like pretty ominous when he's like dancing around, and there's like the pits are their own thing as it is, and then there's like somebody with deer antlers glued to a helmet running around in a pit. And it's like either that or you had like another helmet that just had a bunch of dildos glued to it. And that was pretty funny. So yeah, they were a weird one, man. They were a good time.
All right, Boris the Sprinkler.
All
Are they
right.
doing a full album set, or are they going to play Mega Anal in its entirety?
Wow. I mean, this song,
You could
this is
save
a
it, too.
eight testicled pogo machine. So yeah, I don't know if it's full album. So I think they're just gonna. I think let them. They don't get out much anymore. Let them run. Let them run with it. Let them give the audience
let
what
'em-
they want, which is none of it.
Yeah, everybody here is
suck.
working out demons.
Is he just singing about grilled cheese? I don't know. It's hard to hear. We're all the way out in this lake.
I love this. This is the honesty of this recently played rules. I am having such a good time. What's number 5?
Ooh, now this is so I've got some Russian roulette. This is just my summer rewind, and I have not opened this, so I don't know what's in here. Whoop! Hey, all right. First song of my summer rewind is "Ride Captain Ride" by Blues Image. Boy, Kyle just loves a little "Ride Captain Ride" when he's kicking it around the house in the summertime. Starts off with that little twinkly keyboard. 73 on sailing. It's a song about boats.
It's like your entire festival. It just feels like stuff like CDs someone stole from a Barnes and Noble. I love this.
And not because they like the band, they just like stealing. They were doing it to get into the little kids' gang. You got to steal a CD from Coconuts if you want to be in the gang.
And Blues Image is a one-hit wonder band, because I know the song, but I don't actually know. I didn't even know the name of the band.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
They're long broken up.
I think it's about a shipwreck, actually.
Ooh, this is very ominous. Or maybe you've got boats on your mind. I don't know.
This is weird. I did not. They did. This is about a boat wreck.
No one's dead. It looks like. Oh no, they are very dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Very dead.
I'm also
Tell me they died in a boat wreck.
No, one had Joe Lella died of lung cancer. Woof. And what's going on?
Carell just is dead. They don't explain it.
Yeah, Denny Carell.
There also is a very funny. There's a very funny quote. The very last thing on the Wikipedia article is the group can briefly be seen performing "Ride Captain Ride" in the 1971 film Dusty and Sweets McGee, and that is
of course
100% a bit. That is not a real movie. That's a bit. Let's see who's in. Let's see Dusty and Sweets McGee, directed by Floyd Mutrux, which is not a real person, starring Clifton Tip Friedel, Kit Ryder.
Every single
music.
Every single person you
Music
named
by
is
Van
a
Morrison.
bull. Really? Well, he needed a few bucks.
Yeah. Van Morrison got hooked into this imaginary movie starring Sugars McRiley.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this movie sounds like a UCB sketch.
About old reggae artists.
But here's what I'm gonna say, because there's I don't know. You can like pull a reunion card if you want. I don't know if you really want to do that for this, because then even with the reunion, everyone's like dead. But it says that like of the Mike Panera of Panera Bread joined like a ton of bands, but one big thing is he played with Alice Cooper for a long time. So I'm going to suggest an option is you can just have Alice Cooper play a bunch of Blues Image songs if you want.
Well, the phrase "a bunch of Blues Image songs," I don't know how to conceive. If it's just
me neither.
Can I just have them play "Ride Captain Ride" continuously with guest stars from the other people on the festival? With can hologram saxophone Bill Clinton move from stage to stage? He can. He's a hologram, so there's no physicality of him trying to make it back and forth.
Yeah, as long as there's power, we're good.
Yeah, as long as the optics are correct.
Yeah, you can have Leon from Slow Burn also.
Yeah.
Also, again, in the world of things that aren't real, this guy Mike Panera was in a band called Cactus that broke up, and then they renamed themselves to New Cactus, much like Coke.
We don't want anybody coming thinking they're going to see old Cactus because we kicked Tony out. Fuck that guy, all right? This is New Cactus, Tony free.
New Cactus.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
Tony started his own band called Cactus Starship, and they're just okay.
Cactus
This is a
featuring
fucking
Tony.
journey. What a what a fucking journey. What's next?
What's next?
All right,
Number
all
6.
right. What do we got? Let's see. Oh man, this is okay. We got another playlist.
Awesome.
Yikes!
Hell yeah.
Just basic bitch stuff. Tame
Great.
Impala.
All right. Tame
Basic.
Impala. They are there.
Basic, just white girl got dumped during COVID
They're
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard a song by him. I also just found out, I first off thought it was one guy, and then I saw a picture of it and it looked like a band from the 70s, and then I found out it was one guy again, and I don't know what it sounds like. It could be anything.
I heard one song by them that I liked, and I think that's why this showed up. This guy was looking for that one song. So I can't even shit talk him. I don't know any of their other stuff. I like the one feels like we always go backwards song or something. It's just, it's a little mood music, a little just light around the house music,
Yeah.
It's a good cool down after whatever the hell just happened.
Yeah, that's like oh, wait a minute, we are at a real festival. That's okay.
Oh, music. Great. Cool. Number 7.
Wait, hold on real quick. Jordan, did you think that Tame Impala was one person because they were called Tame Impala and not the Tame Impalas?
No, it just sounded it sounded like the name of like it sounded like the name of like what would be like an electronic artist or something. And then I saw that it was a band. I was like, okay, so they're all Tame Impala, and then it is one guy, but I still just don't know what it sounds like. I was surprised that he looked like Jared Leto Jesus from the future.
Oh yeah,
Right.
They're Australian. They're all beautiful.
Yeah, it would be fun to do like a lounge style Tame Impala cover act called Tame and the Impalas. Or maybe it wouldn't be. Let's move on.
I was trying to come up with something like, no, I'm Tim Impala. A lot of people get me confused.
Tim Impala.
I
So
am
funny.
Tim the Impaler. All right.
Wait, there's a band called what? Oh, God damn it.
Fuck. All right. Number 7.
We got another playlist here of just starred music, but apparently I only starred 3 songs ever. So I don't know I have no idea where this came from. And the first song off that is I'm a Ritual by the Broke Downs. So a little pop punk action there. Nothing
All right.
thrilling, exciting, but a lot of people very curious on this. I think they're all alive and around and doing it. So I still have a hologram, mate. I really think we're going Bill Clinton. What else? What more was there's a hologram, and then I could resurrect
I feel bad
somebody.
because I'm supposed to observe and not interrupt like Uatu, the Watcher from Marvel, and I was just like, Bill Clinton hologram.
No,
Galactus is coming.
I appreciate the assist.
Well, no, yeah. So you have everything. You can. You haven't used. Well, because the first 2 were podcasts, so you didn't have the option of doing an album all the way through. You have, and then you have like a reggae artist that you didn't really know who they were. You didn't want to do. You didn't want to do any like an album for Boris the Sprinkler and Blues Image is only doing their one song with different people.
Yeah.
Then we have Tame Impala, which I don't think any of us know an actual album name from them. And then we have the Broke Downs, who may only... Oh, no, they have several albums.
Yeah, they've been around for a bit.
Yeah, they got... Yeah, all right. They got like coloring book album covers. They're 100% pop punk. I absolutely get it.
Oh yeah,
Their MySpace is still up apparently, so that's pretty sick.
It's coming back. We should all hung on to it. It's going to come back around now that Facebook is nothing but spies. Well, old MySpace hanging out like that girl you left back in your hometown when you went to the big city to make it. MySpace is still there for you.
I hope MySpace goes public so that some person can get really rich off of MySpace stocks. I think that would be so funny.
So fucking funny. All right. I'm loving the chaos of I literally have... This has been the most surprising recently played yet. So what's number 8?
I am embarrassed.
Kyle's a playlist man. I love it. There's nothing...
It's a lot because I was trying to put together this other playlist. So I was purposely searching for some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Or not weird, but I guess bad. Now that I say it out loud, now that that's being judged by people, it's just bad. The next one is a playlist. I found apparently there's a Screeching Weasel surf cover band, and they're called the Weasel Tones, but they also the song on here is Life on Mars. It's a Screeching Weasel themed surf band covering David Bowie.
Jesus Christ.
I have shamed my family name.
Well, I like it because you found a way to listen to Screeching Weasel without feeling guilty. But how do you do a surf rock cover of a punk song? Like, punk is basically already surf rock. I guess they just know how to play their guitars. Like, what is it?
It's pretty easy given the next playlist that's on the list.
Okay, well, the Weasel Tones... So are the Weasel Tones doing... Are they doing, like, just...
They should do station to station.
Yeah. Just all the way through. All right, calm down. Drew.
I know, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm so excited.
I want the input. I think, and again, the barge thing came separately, but now surf rock from a barge, it's beautiful.
Listen, Kyle, as an early investor in both MySpace and your festival, I think I got a lot of good ideas if you're willing to take me.
Okay, the festival is going to be called Nautical by Nature. I know that now. It just came to me, and I'm like, don't second guess it. Just say it and put it out there.
So, all right. So this is a Screeching Weasel surf rock cover band that's doing David Bowie. Are they Screeching Weasel surf rock cover band that is playing all David Bowie songs?
Well, judging by they only have one song on Spotify, and that's it. So I guess it's that. Yeah, I guess it's just Life on Mars. They don't have any other songs. They somehow have a Spotify listing with one song, which I did not know you could have.
A Screeching Weasel surf rock cover band that plays David Bowie songs is what would have happened if Wes Anderson was white trash. You know,
everybody in these movies smokes Salem 100s.
The Life Aquatic was Steve.
Owen Wilson shaves his head with a literal bottle rocket. All right, here we go. All right, the Weasel Tones performing David Bowie. This is a fucking nightmare.
Wait. Kyle, you were going to get into something though. You were about to say that that this leads into the next playlist, or the playlist that's on.
You could tell the searching that I was doing, because the next one is just surf covers. The playlist.
Nice.
Oh my god!
So, and the first song is "Bad Reputation" by Low Straight Jackets. So Get ready, guys. Hey, listen, hey, surf music crawled so ska music could skink. All right? Listen, that if you were alive and living in the 90s, we had to make our way through that weird lounge resurgence that gave way to the tiki surf vibe that ska co-opted. It was all part of that world.
There's a direct line.
Yeah, a lot of just a rum gun. We got a rum cannon for this surf block. They shoot a cannon of just pure rum at the barge as it goes by.
God damn it!
So just that, and a barrel of maraschino cherries is chucked at it like old pirate bombs. We're just chucking barrels of maraschino cherries at the barge from catapults.
So, all right. So, what was the name of the band doing the Bad Reputation cover?
Low Straight Jackets.
Okay, so Low Straight Jackets
are 100% all not Latino. Like those are white dudes for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're never. Well, I got onto this because I found a Moon Over Marin cover. That was a surf cover that worked very well. That like really like, oh yeah, this is like kind of how this should sound. I liked it. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Hey, fuck me. Hey, fuck me. All right, guys. Huh? All right. Surf song, unironically.
So, all right,
I'll go stand over here, go fuck myself to death because I like the surf song, unironically. Whatever, kiss my ass.
So, wait a minute. Okay. So we have.
Wait, you were listening to this podcast? Hold on, you were listening to those podcasts, ironically?
I'm saying the surf cover. I was educating myself about American history.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Wouldn't it be funny if I knew a lot about the Exxon Valdez?
I like to bore people at parties, but only because one friend thinks it's hilarious than when I do that.
Love it.
Oh my God. All right. So we have a surf rock cover set followed by a second surf rock cover set.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay.
Fire Festival, eat your heart out.
Fuck. Okay. Number 10. Fuck.
Okay, I don't even know how I got to Black Britain, the Windrush generation. I don't know what any of that means, but it's reggae. But it's reggae.
Is that an artist or a playlist, or did you just have a stroke? What is happening?
Playlist. I'm a greatest hits guy. I'm the worst music fan you'll ever meet. Love greatest hits. Get that trash out of here that you were messing around with on a B-side. Give me the hits, baby. So
hell yeah.
We got Black Britain, Windrush generation. Don't know what song I found getting here, but the first song is by a guy named Jock Cure, and the song is called Sticky.
Okay. So wait, it's just one name, just Jock Cure?
Jock Cure.
Okay. I'm going to try to Google that so I don't make you spell that.
J-A-H, Ja, okay. As we know him as.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Cure, Jamaican musician. No shit. Wikipedia. Oh, he's like a young fella. Younger than me.
Yeah.
Put him in there.
I see. Well, Jordan was looking up the artist. I was looking up what the hell the Windrush generation is. And apparently that's the 30 years after World War II that people moved from the Caribbean to Britain. So it's weird that someone younger than you would be on a Windrush generation playlist. I'm guessing
maybe there wasn't that many of them. They had to round out. They had to round out the playlist with some fillers.
Right. It's like when someone is 36 and they still like Pokemon. Like you weren't even the right age when it came out. This is really weird.
That's why, that's why I love seeing 18-year-olds that are still doing like that 77 style punk rock. I'm like, you have a fucking iPhone. Would you get over? Fucking Liberty spikes and shit. Like you're wearing a Halloween costume. Get
Yeah,
over
but
here.
so did Sid Vicious. He had a 3GS.
Sid Vicious he actually died from 5G. People don't realize that. People think
He died in my Polish neighbor's backyard.
and by 5G I mean 5 grams of heroin. That's what I mean by that. That's actually so, okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
He stabbed Nancy Spungen with a vaccine. This sucks.
Oh my god.
This bit's sad.
Oh my god.
My name's Sid Vicious. This is my girlfriend Nancy Spungen.
Jesus. Yep.
Oh no, I got it wrong. What is your last name?
Is it not Nancy Spungen?
That's what I thought.
Who's Nancy Spungen then? Cafeteria lady?
No, I think you were right. It's
Yeah, that's
Spungen.
her.
I just always assume I'm saying everything wrong because my first year of film school, I said festival do cons.
Shit.
For canes. Canes. I think I said canes, and someone was like, "You mean cons?" And I was like, "No, it's canes. CANES."
Yeah, no,
Sir.
it's Nancy Spungen SquarePants.
Go fuck yourself.
Good night.
Goodbye.
On that note, though, that's 10, right? That's 10, right?
Did that same thing though in like my community college philosophy class where I'm like, all right, time to get real smart now. Fuck that high school stuff. And they're talking about like, oh, what kind of philosophy do you? I'm like, I really think that Taoism is very attractive. And they're like, Taoism? I'm like, sure, that one too. Like, oh god damn it, like blew it. God,
We're all just Bill and Ted. We're all fucking idiots.
God.
So wait a minute. So the recently played portion of this festival, just to reiterate. All right, we have as people are jumping on the boat, nautical by nature. Here we go, kicking things off. The American Scandal podcast, followed by the Slow Burn podcast,
Specifically about
80-year-old. Followed by 80-year-old reggae musician Derek Morgan. Boris the Sprinkler.
Sure.
Basically, it's like the teenage Nickelodeon Aquabats. Then we have Blues Image featuring Tame Impala and everybody else who's on this thing. Then we have Tame Impala, the Broke Downs, an actual pop punk band, and then we have the Weasel Tones performing David Bowie, and then Low Straight Jackets performing more covers. And then Ja Cure.
We close it with Ja Cure.
All right. Well, now you get to pick.
I get okay.
You get to pick just 10 other artists that you want to be a part of this. You can pick.
And this is
more
the real embarrassing part because you are using your heart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is your true self.
This is my actual bad taste.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. All right. Well, tell me. Do I still have all my options open?
Yep.
You got everything except for the hologram.
No, I blew the hologram on Bill Clinton.
Do you want to use it for Bill Clinton?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the wisest choice.
You can have him show up for more sets if you really want.
All right. Well, I might have something that needs a saxophone.
Yeah, you got 7 reggae bands. Bill's having a busy night.
All right.
He hasn't gotten that busy since he was on Little St. James.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, I suck.
I can't believe 3 people are gonna get canceled individually for one episode of something. Jesus Christ! All right, let's get into it. First band, Kyle, that you want a part of your festival, or artist, whatever.
Artist and album. I could do full album set still.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I am a little embarrassed that I just found out that David Lee Roth did an all Spanish album.
Oh my god!
That's so good.
And so that's I want Diamond Dave doing the all Spanish version of, was it Eat 'em and Smile, or I forget which one, or if it was just so that's the one I want, because I just heard that last week and I was like, I am ashamed of myself that I have not known about this.
It is.
He covers Sinatra in Spanish. It's awesome.
Oh,
It makes no sense.
Eat 'em
of
and
course
Smile
not.
in Spanish all the way through. Do you want? You don't give a shit about who plays guitar with him, do you? Because that is the Steve Vai album.
Was that Steve Vai? It was Vai. Was it who do we have? Billy Sheehan on the bass?
Yes, I believe.
Surprised I pulled that one out of my ass. Steve Vai, man, what a fucking fruitcake Steve Vai is. Yeah, put him in there.
100%. I've said many times on the show that he looks like that he just looks like a mom from Arizona that got into making turquoise. But he shreds.
So many of the old shredders, dude, definitely look like sun worshipping fitness moms.
Yeah. He looks like he's like trying to return a bathing suit at Target, but also has a soul patch.
Like the guys that wear the flare bottom yoga pants that they don't know, they're like, they're unisex. Like, they're absolutely not. So, but they wear them like that's their comfort when they're not on stage, is just flare bottom yoga pants.
But yeah, you were right. It's Billy Sheehan and Greg Bissonette. I don't know who that is.
Greggy,
sweet.
Old Greggy B. All right, well, let's keep the original band. They lacked charisma when it came out. Let's keep it authentic.
So you want to use your reunion card for this, or do you just want David Lee Roth singing in Spanish? Because that's going to happen regardless.
Okay, no, just David Lee Roth singing in Spanish. Doesn't even really need a band. I think that's even more fun if it's just like David Lee Roth now just yelling in another language. That's how I want it. No backing band.
It rules.
He also has to be speaking in Spanish like the whole festival too. Like, he can't drop the character. Just be like, me gusta el elephant ear.
Tengo mucho hambre. Solamente elephant ears.
He can also have a katana.
Cocaine.
You don't have to use a card to have him have a katana on stage, so that's going to happen.
That was he guarantees that.
Yeah, it's in the writer.
All right, okay.
Number two. I don't know if they're still together or still all alive, but let's throw the Ghetto Boys in there. Let's just really change it up. I want the Ghetto Boys coming in.
All right. Let me make sure that everyone
there's a rumor that Bushwick Bill died.
Yes.
I had to stop on the street the first time. Like, I didn't grow up listening to a lot of rap music, and then with when LimeWire and all of a sudden, I don't have to buy a CD if it sucks. Like, I could just check out some music I never heard before. And the Ghetto Boys, Gangster Love, I stopped on the sidewalk to laugh into my hands, because the image of Bushwick Bill, who, if listeners don't know, is a little person who also, I believe, had his eye shot out.
Yeah, one eye on Bushwick Bill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just there's a lyric about him being flipped over by a woman so she could eat his asshole, and the imagery of just a one-eyed little person gangster rapper being just tossed over to have his asshole eaten.
Good for him.
I lost a whole afternoon to just thinking about that. Just on a city street, just having to lean against a wall for a while. Like, I can't even walk right now. That's just taken over my whole being. Is that fucker? Oh yeah. So put some Ghetto Boys after Spanish.
Well, there is
David.
no Bush. There is no Bushwick Bill anymore. Sadly, he's getting his ass eaten in heaven.
Face down to hell, ass up to the Lord. All right. Well, let's spend night. And so, would that be the hologram thing that
you
I
can
use?
use your you can hologram Bushwick Bill.
Or you know what you could do?
Hologram
I don't
Bushwick
know.
Bill Clinton.
Oh fuck!
Somebody's that's somebody's SoundCloud name for sure.
Hologram Bushwick Bill Clinton.
Yes. Okay. Well, you don't get a say in that because that's happening.
Yeah. He's
Oh
3'4" and a dick the size of a cigar.
Oh, kickstand Bill coming out here.
Oh my
All right,
god!
Bushwick, Bill
Uh,
Clinton.
All right, get a boys with Bushwick, Bill Clinton. Jesus Christ! Oh boy. All right.
What's next?
What's
Yeah,
next? How
how
are
do
we
we move?
following this?
you know what? I think we got to bring it back. People are going to be in a little bit of shock. And I think they just need to be brought back into like some good times. So
Another podcast.
There's just another. Just how about just some serial killer podcast for the rest of it? No, let's throw the Commodores in there. I always go back to the
Yeah.
Holy
Commodores
shit.
just for some like, man, I've been listening to too much like sonically assaulting music, and I just need some jams. The song I had on this playlist is "Sweet Love" because there's a part where you could just hear. I don't know if it's Lionel or who else was singing, but where it's like almost he's got like that kind of like R&B. Maybe he's about to take a shit, like well, and like hits it so good. Ooh, yeah, Commodores.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are they?
All
The Commodores are still around. They're still touring, but I mean, obviously Lionel Richie's not doing it.
He's
No.
not doing it, but I think he has performed with them a couple of times.
Or if I sub out Lionel Richie, because I saw Lionel Richie a couple years ago, and what an amazing show, and did a lot of Commodore songs. So maybe just Lionel Richie, if I can get Lionel Richie up there.
Yeah, you can do that. Let's just do Lionel.
Let's do Lionel because he's got his own. You know, he's dancing on the ceiling by himself. But then he throws the Commodores hits in their lives. So let's do Lionel Richie. We got Lionel Richie up there.
Cool. All right. It is Lionel. Yeah, because he hasn't performed. He hasn't done a single show with them since 1982.
Wow. Okay. All right. So let's, let's do that. Let's do Lionel Richie. We don't have to blow the reunion.
Okay. Number 4. What do we got?
I mean, now it's like, am I trying to be funny or do I want just...
There's nothing more funny than being honest.
Yeah, being genuine. Like, what would you be excited to see? Because, like, you know, there's always a mixture of it. Like, you know, I had like both versions of the Cro-Max play at my festival at the same time. But, you know, I also had like just the shit I loved. Like, you know, there is Robin, like Robin the pop star is playing my festival because I love her.
Yeah, and just I mean, that's how like the one that's going to come up eventually, so we can get it out of the way now. Little Shania Twain. Your boy loves some Shania Twain.
Yes,
hell yeah,
hell yeah.
I mean, I was a little upset about her, like the Canadian chiming in with some pro-Trump shit, but we're not about that. This isn't. Nobody's saying anything political at this festival. We're just trying to find out whose bed your boots have been under. That's all we're trying to do. That's as far
no
as the
politics
issues go.
No politics at the festival that opens with a podcast about the Exxon Valdez scandal and Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
wasn't political, but it wasn't about part. It was about just what was going on in the world.
So you're
no politics. Listen. No politics out of Shania. That's the rule. First, I believe
no politics
female
in oil,
artist.
no politics in Canada.
All
First
right, so
female artist on the festival, and we don't want to hear shit out of her. Play the hits, Shania.
All right, yeah. So the nautical by nature like tagline is so you're a Canadian who's approving of Trump. That don't impress me much. God damn it! I'm sorry. Let's move on.
No, I'll take the tags anywhere I can get them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, a band like this is a band my buddy saw in New York, and maybe you guys have seen them. And I don't know, they always kind of make me laugh, but then the music is like really filthy and good. There's a band called Cheeseburger.
No.
Have you ever heard of them? You've never heard of them?
No, that's great.
I know of a wrestler named Cheeseburger, and he fucking rules.
It may be this band, like it's like really like it's like they're making fun of 70s arena butt rock, but then I already like that music. And then when you're making fun of it, you're only going to take the best, most cliched parts, which are the parts that I sincerely like. So yeah, Cheeseburger.
Dude,
That's super
hell yeah.
cool.
I'm looking them up right now, and they look...
Oh, they did the theme song for Super Jail.
Oh,
That's awesome.
okay, yeah. No, they rule.
Yeah, there's like silly rock band. It's like they're making fun of Thin Lizzy almost.
But we love Thin Lizzy.
So do
Yeah.
I. But them making fun of it is still sounds good.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
I could say Thin Lizzy, but fucking yeah, everybody likes Thin Lizzy. That's not.
And the guy who started this band, Christy Caracas, he created the Cartoon Network show Robotomy that I really like. That's
really?
crazy. Yeah. That's
Oh,
super.
okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I didn't know that there was the whole animation like is a comedian in the rest of the world.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I also have to mention like it's very funny because I'd never heard of this band and I instinctively just Googled Cheeseburger and I got exactly what you thought I would get, which is not a band. It's,
The sandwich has its own Wikipedia page in case anybody isn't sure.
God damn it.
This fucking idiot's Googling cheeseburgers like he doesn't know what they are. I know how search engines work, but what's a cheeseburger?
I did Google cheeseburger band, and the Facebook page is just a very crude, like MS Paint drawing of a guitar inside of a bun with with lettuce and tomato.
awesome.
And it
Yes.
rules.
Hell yeah.
Strip down is what they call it.
I'm gonna check this out.
All right,
All
we
right.
got David Lee Roth performing "Eat 'Em and Smile" in Spanish. Ghetto Boys with Hologram Bushwick Bill Clinton. Lionel Richie, Shania Twain, Cheeseburger, and who else?
Oh man, I want like Heyday Tesla. That's what I want.
Oh shit!
I want like 1989 Tesla. I want Mechanical Resonance, Great Radio Controversy era Tesla.
How can that work without the? They're still together, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. They still.
but they're bad now. They're not good now.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know anything about Tesla. Actually, I've never listened to them. But
Let me tell you.
Speaking of, yeah,
Think about all these butt rock bands that were out in the 80s, and they named themselves after Nikolai Tesla. That's cool. That's cool. All their albums are hinting at the idea that Edison stole from Tesla, and like it's called. There's like this weird science theme going through it, but not like a creepy nerd way like Queensryche or some shit. It's just like,
Right.
oh yeah, we're a rocking band from Sacramento. By the way, we're called Tesla. If you want to look it up, you'll learn a little something about history and technology. Anyway, here's Coming at You Live. You know, I like them for that.
yeah, hell yeah. I also love that their bassist is named Brian Wheat and their guitarist is named Dave Rude.
Dave
they're
Rude.
I believe their bassist won architectural awards because in Sacramento there's an area of homes that are maintained historical homes, and he's renovated his well enough that it's won some architectural or design awards. So there you go.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what I would expect from a band called Tesla. Tesla, the famous asexual scientist.
Was he asexual?
I think so. I might be thinking of someone else.
But, I mean, they're not a super horny band for being like lumped into 80s hair metal. Like they don't have any like real horny songs.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, I mean, listen, Coming at You Live is just about, when you have to sing about how you're going to rock somebody. not sexually, but like you're going to get rocked or coming to rock you or whatever, and coming at you live, that song kicks ass, man.
So you just want them to play their older material, like they can't play the new songs that they've written. Like
Well,
that's
I
how.
mean, if you want to make me sound like a jerk, then yeah. If it's my festival, play the old stuff. Like Homer Simpson yelling at Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Hey, remember, it's the audience that's unable to leave because they're trapped in a lake, not the musicians. So you got to treat them right.
All these bands quit, and it's a bunch of people stuck on a barge with nothing to eat but fried dough. There's no bathrooms on a barge.
You go over the ledge. But yeah, no, all right, yeah. So this band will show up, they'll play their older material, but they're still allowed to look like how, like this entire every member of this band looks like Sherry O'Terry.
Fuck you, fuck you, man.
Fuck. All right.
Oh, poor Jeff Keith.
I mean, look, every like butt rock singer ends up looking like some kind of Long Island aunt by the end.
Going back to Steve Vai here, they don't age well.
No.
Yeah.
They try to transition into like something like this is what the future of butt rock looks like, and it's like you look like an entire like my family's Passover Seder. You gotta calm down.
I saw one of the most heartwarming scenes I saw was in LA at like some bar owned by whoever the fuck from whatever butt rock band, still trying to keep that Sunset Strip scene alive. And a dude, like clearly like a guy in his 50s that was part of that 80s hair metal scene, came in with his new wig. And everybody was like real supportive, like, it looks good, man. Hey, looks all right. Like, not lying, like, he knows he's wearing a wig of long, luscious hair, but he's like adjusting it. And everybody's like, nah, man, looks all right. I'm like, good. Hey, you know what? Where else can you just take whatever year you were like the most and stay in that year, if not LA? So you go for it, man. Good for you rocking your brand new wig in front of your friends and them supporting you. It was heartwarming.
Yeah,
that rules.
That does rule. Good for that. Like, you know, Rogaine's expensive and it barely works.
No, just sweaty palms and panic attacks.
Yep. That's all you get. All right, here we go. Number 7.
All right, I'm on 7.
Yep.
You know what band I bet was really good live and I didn't see was In Excess.
All right.
You know
how is this gonna work?
Did I do Resurrection thing already?
Resurrection.
No, you used your hologram on a very living Bill Clinton. That dude's not going away anytime soon.
You used it to create a new being, which was Bushwick Bill Clinton.
Oh no! I screwed myself.
Yeah,
so you can do it. You can do In Excess, but you have to. It has to be someone performing In Excess.
Okay, I want Adam Lambert from Queen fronting
In Excess plus Adam Lambert.
That's what I want. That's how I want to do this one. Can I do that? Does that work?
Wait, is it Adam Lambert and Queen performing In Excess, or is it Adam Lambert with the other members?
Making Queen perform In Excess. It's so funny. That's so funny.
And is Brian May? Is he still there?
He's still there.
What happened to him?
I think
Didn't
the
he
entire band
broke his hip gardening or something?
You know, everybody just, you know, he's from Queen and everybody thinks he scored the first 2 Mad Max movies, but that's it.
But no, I thought Brian May died or was like fell in his garden and broke his tailbone like in the last couple weeks.
No, he's
like
alive.
Legit. Like you want to talk about old ants? That like no, I'm gonna read the news.
You're right. I think I remember that. Reading that, but I mean that's not going to stop him from playing. You know, like you don't have to wish him good health. He can just sit in a chair. And
he had a heart attack in May.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, Brian May's not doing well. Let's get him in there then.
Yeah,
Get him in while we still can.
we've only got so much time. You might as well see him on the barge.
As long as he doesn't like Doctor Strange's hands, he can still play guitar. So let's do it.
Yeah, let's put him in there playing In Excess songs. That's why he's not going to be worried. If it doesn't sound that great, he's not going to be too upset because it's like, wow, they're not my songs. So
Yeah.
all right.
Perfect. All right, number 8. So we have two. Like, you have the Weasel Tones.
I love covers, man. I love them.
Super. I love. Of course, we love them too. I love this double cover shit. It's great.
I mean, all cover festival. All right. We're on 8.
Yeah, we're on 8.
There's a band that I like all the time, and I think they have legal issues, so they can't come down from Canada to play, but not Nautical by Nature, because it'll be in international waters. So they'll be allowed to play.
They can be on the Canadian coast, and then you don't have to pay them in American dollars too, so you save a lot of money.
The whole festival's on boundary waters, so people, we get Canadian acts on one side, and then the American acts on the other. I want a band called Chicks Dig It. You guys know Chicks Dig It?
No.
Oh, they're awesome. They're like they're like microburst Ramones style, insane, fast, like 4/4 time shit. But then I saw them at a festival, and all they did was do stage banter to irritate people on purpose, and it killed because their songs are so short, so they can play like 60 songs in a half hour. So they're like filling it out by just like, oh man, so we were driving down here and they're like, play a song. And like, and we just love being here. And they're like real positive. So it was hard to be mad at them. And I just like them a bunch. So a band called Chicks Dig It. Like they have a song called Henry Rollins Is No Fun.
Oh, I love them.
They met him at a festival and he was just kind of a drip. So they wrote a song about him.
Yeah, it's spelled ChixDiggit. Chicks Dig It.
Yeah, they're great.
Cool.
That's just one. Right. That'd be fun for me. All right, now
I think that's dope.
Yeah, now we're ramping up here. We got what do we got? 2 more?
Two
One
left.
more?
Two left.
2 left. I mean, all right. I'm gonna throw shit. I can't have any resurrection anymore. No more holograms. That puts some guys out.
The hologram machines are really expensive. You can only afford one.
Yeah. Well, now I'm just thinking about Bush with Bill Clinton if he could fill the role in these other bands.
You're paying by the day, not the hour, so you might as well use them.
Yeah, and I used Reunion already, right?
You didn't use a Reunion. You only used a full album.
Okay. Well, if I can use Reunion, hell, man, I'm gonna throw Crimp Shrine in there.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I'm gonna go deep cuts. I've been listening to some. I love digging around and finding out what 7 inches I lost somewhere are now online. So, let's throw a little shrimp shrine, Crimp Shrine. No, but they have to do a nautical theme, so they're Shrimp Shrine.
Shrimp Shrine, and it's Aaron Comet Boat.
Yeah. It's Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters.
Oh, fuck. All right. So there's as shrimp shrine. And there will be I don't know, give them a shrimp cocktail too. So they can eat it or they can throw it.
They have a signature elephant ear.
Aaron's Comet Boat. Fuck. God damn it.
I love that you got a lot of old. It's all old punk. It's cool because I like. Yeah. I dig those bands, man. Early '90s punk is so cool because it was like still shitty to be a punk, and now it's just like a perfectly acceptable thing. Like you might even work with a punk and not know it.
Well, and it's like, now it's like a viable, like, I'm going to be a good musician and I'll be a punk rock musician to make money at music. This is the job, as opposed to like in the early 90s, like, well, we're not going to get any money out of this. So they were doing it from a somewhat pure kind of idea. And then I'll go along like, oh, and Green Day blew it all up. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Boring talk that's been had before. But all those Bay Area, like those crusty Bay Area fuckers from the early 90s, all the Op Ivy and 15 and stuff like that. Yeah, it's still good times.
And Pinhead Gunpowder, man. Billy Joe is awesome in Pinhead Gunpowder. He's a good musician. Dude deserves his money.
Well, I remember I remember hearing them first and like, oh man, you're throwing guitar solos in there. I thought that was taboo, and you throw like a little shred and lick in there. It's like, yeah, see, you can still do a guitar solo in a punk rock song. It's okay.
Yeah. I love that shit.
And you could do a saxophone solo in a punk rock song.
I think at this point of the festival, Bushwick Bill Clinton has run rampant, or the hologram operator has gone rogue and may project him onto the stage at any point in time. He might if it's a hologram gun, he could point it at the boat, and Bushwick Bill Clinton is playing saxophone with the people on the boat as it travels from act to act.
He's the captain of the boat now. and it's a lake. He's trying to take them into international waters, but it's a lake.
You should have Tim Armstrong be the first mate, because he's technically a part of Crimp Shrine at a certain point. But he doesn't have. He's not an original member, so he can just be there assisting. Because if anybody belongs on a bizarre boat, it's Tim Armstrong.
Just yelling unintelligible directions to people.
All right, no, you're all gonna go. You're all gonna go right down soon. Okay?
Oh, bow. What?
Anyone know where the bus is on this thing?
I'm gonna capsize. I'm about feeling okay.
Oh fuck!
All right, and then for the end.
Yes, the end.
David Lee Roth in English.
Same album, the same album, full album.
But everybody's like, they're not sure what they're hearing before, because remember, there's no band before. They're far away from the shore. Like, is that David Lee Roth just yelling in Spanish? And then to close it out, it'd be like, Buenas noches, and like, here we go again. And then but the band comes out and gives them what they were hoping to see the whole time.
So wait a minute. So
even I'm tickled by this idea, boys.
So David Lee Roth, because this is a festival that is dependent on the boat moving from stage to stage. So David Lee Roth performs, has to load into a car or motorboat or something, and then speed ahead of the barge.
No, there's laminate tile behind all the stages, and he just a gigolo slides all the way down to the end. It's like, zippity bop, remember me? And then they go for it.
Holy fuck.
Same band too, or a different band this time?
He didn't have a band.
I think it's just like a murderer's row of everybody who's been on there. We get old Derek Morgan out doing whatever he needs to do, being 80 years old. I don't know if he plays an instrument.
You still have Andrew WK too. You haven't used your Andrew WK.
I haven't WK'd it yet. He does. He has to do the intro. He has to take over the Wesley Willis intro for Boris the Sprinkler.
Nice.
I don't know, man. Wow. Andrew WK is gutter David Lee Roth.
You could have. He technically knows how to play guitar, but probably not as well as anyone who has played with David Lee Roth. So you could just have. You could have David Lee Roth with Andrew WK on guitar, and he's trying his best.
It's between. We have Andrew WK and then Michael Winslow. We'll just do. We'll just make the sounds for the guitar.
He does that one bit where he does the guitar from Whole Lot of Love. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, so
Yes.
somebody told me that Jerry Minor would do when he would do stand up. Jerry Minor would go up and talk about he would be introduced as Michael Winslow, but would tell like a horrible story about his experience in Vietnam, but then like put the helicopter sounds in it. Oh, they had to medevac us out. We got ambushed. We could hear the chopper.
That is so fucking funny.
That's a great bit.
Jerry Minor rules.
Comedy's fun.
Comedy is fun. David Lee Roth, possibly with Michael Winslow as the band.
Winslow on the instruments.
Michael Winslow, the Michael Winslow band.
I think it works.
Michael Winslow's very talented. He doesn't get enough credit.
They both are. I think this is just a show that should happen regardless of this podcast. As Michael Winslow hires himself out as a backing musician.
Oh man, is Michael Winslow on Cameo? That must be really fun.
Oh god, wow, oh boy, we're all looking for that right now, aren't we?
Hey, it's Michael Winslow. I'm sorry, I heard that your grandmother died.
He's on Cameo, but does no sound effects. You might know me from Police Academy. Anyway, happy birthday. I hope the day's special for you.
Yeah, under his listing it says like no corporate shout outs, no sound effects.
Oh, I'm the guy. No, I ain't doing the thing.
Oh man, I mean, it goes without saying that of course he has a cameo, but Michael Winslow does have a cameo. And it's $80, which I think is actually the perfect number for him because he's definitely better than a $50 person.
If we can get Michael Winslow on Cameo to just make sounds in the shape of Yankee Rose,
that's all we want.
I'll split it with you guys. I'll split the cost.
I got $40.
Let's do this. We are literally doing this.
Yeah, let's get a 30-minute cameo from this guy. Or I guess he's. I mean, if he's closing out the show, it's going to be a pretty long set. Oh, we already know the set time because he's doing the whole album again.
Yeah, he's just doing the album again, but with Michael Winslow on the instrument.
As long as I bet we could find him on Cameo, and he could at least do the like what. Wow. We could at least get the intro.
Oh man, this song gives me the bleeps and the creeps. It's called Yankee Road.
Fuck. Okay. So to wrap up, Nautical by Nature. The full flyer reads American Scandal Podcast, Slow Burn Podcast, whoever Derek Morgan is, Boris the Sprinkler, a bunch of people as Blues Image, including Michael Winslow, Tame Impala, the Broke Downs, the Weasel Tones performing David Bowie, Low Straitjackets performing more covers. Chalk your David Lee Roth Ian Smile in Spanish with no band.
Not even acoustic acapella.
Nope.
Just go.
Oh wait, acapella means other people. Yeah, it's just a guy singing into the void.
Just
in Spanish, which is the most David Lynch thing ever. Is David Lee Roth singing in Spanish to nothing?
David Lee Roth isolated vocals.mp4.
Ghetto Boys with Bushwick Bill Clinton, Lionel Richie, Shania Twain. So those two artists right there mean that my mom is going to this.
Dude, my mom's coming from Michael Winslow. She loves Police Academy.
How'd this boat get all the way in left field?
Your mom showing up and just going like, when is he going to do Police Academy?
As an album. Like it's an album.
Come on, do that thing where he beats up the Asian guy.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Okay. Cheeseburger. Tesla, but only the good shit.
That one's in bold and italics.
Adam Lambert and Queen, but they're playing In Excess. Chicks dig it. And then Crimp Shrine Shrimp Shrine. And it's a reunion, so you're paying the big bucks for it. Oh my God. And then closing things out is David Lee Roth singing Eat 'em and Smile in English.
Featuring Michael Winslow.
Featuring Michael Winslow as the music. Oh my God.
That's a solid bill right there, boys.
No. Fuck, we got an annual event for sure.
Yeah. Passes are $7,000.
Oh my
you
God.
You also need a fishing license to get on the boat. You can't board unless you have a fishing license.
Oh
my God.
no. Okay.
And there is one last thing, which is that this is a very exclusive event, exclusive only to people who are not afraid of drowning, I guess. Which means that you have a very cool piece of exclusive merch for sale. What do you think that is?
Like
you go eat well, life preservers are fun. Cumbersome. No more cumbersome than buying vinyl at a show, though. I think
that's true. You could have a life preserver.
I think, yeah. How else would you remember it was on a boat?
The vomit on your shorts.
You could drown. You could always drown.
Maybe the fishing license comes with maybe that's the merch.
An exclusive fishing license.
And you're allowed to fish off the barge if you get the license.
Yeah. If you're lucky, you might catch Adam Lambert.
I'll be honest, I really blew my wad with that Michael Winslow, David Lee Roth combo. Got out ideas now, guys.
Yeah. No, we're entering the third act. We're calming down. We're approaching shore.
Yeah.
We're gonna listen to another podcast while talking. This is the most insane festival we've had yet. I love this. This is more insane, and we had one where Ozzy Osbourne was performing the soundtrack from Trolls with a Dutch DJ. So
Whose festival was that?
it was Ben Kohler from Mutoid Man. And Converge.
Yeah.
And Converge.
And every other band. Ben is somehow also playing your festival.
Oh, okay.
Because he's in everything.
He's Michael Winslow's drum tech. He runs over and gives Michael Winslow water.
He's part of Michael Winslow.
Okay. All right. Boys, I gotta go drink some water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking wrecked. This ruled.
Yeah, man. Kyle, thanks for doing this. When's your new album coming out?
Thank you, fellas. July 24th.
Awesome.
It's on the internet.
Hell yeah.
You know where stuff comes out nowadays.
Yeah.
I think we actually we will have this out before the 24th. So it can technically be a plug.
Whatever is going to happen, I will tell people this was a real good time. This is like I want people to listen to this. This is a fun one, fellas.
Oh shit. Well, thank you. I mean, it was 2 hours, so we put a lot of time into it. Technically,
strap in, nerds. We're really getting to
it. How did you? So did you like where did you record your new album? Did you finish it like right before the demic, or
no? I had it. I recorded it last March, and I've just been. It's been like this whole rigmarole of like trying to get it out because I wanted to do like really cool, aka expensive animation for it. So that took time, and then trying to. I really don't even know why it took this long. But so I've been sitting on this thing for over a year, and I'm like, let's go. I kept telling him, let's go. Well, we want to get it out when this animation's finished to get out with this. And so, all the lever pullers behind the scenes had different ideas. But so, yeah, it's over a year old, but it's finally coming out.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see it with the animation. And listen, like we definitely appreciate you putting a lot of effort into it, and why that takes time. Like that's why, like when we were doing like 2 minutes, like it would take like a month and a half for an episode to come out, because it's not, it takes like a shit ton to like get all of the extra bits together and like mix everything so it sounds good. It's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, and editing and all these things that, like, once you start learning about it, you really do start to watch movies or even sketches. You're like, oh, the editor did a good job on this. You never even thought of like the editor being like, oh, the way this part stops and then starts over here, and that's funny. If it was a second later, it wouldn't be funny. Like, oh yeah, there's hidden skills to these things. So yeah, I get it.
It is insane how, like, once you realize that stuff and then you're getting into editing, because like we've had so many like late night editing sessions that are literally about like when to do a cut. Like it's about 8 frames, and it's insane how much time that eats up.
But everyone's got in a fight over which fart noise to use.
That's true.
I could really totally understand why that's like, no, if you make it loud, it's already a fart. So if you make it loud, you're beating the joke to death. You want to draw it back a little and make it subtle. Let the people who are going to laugh. And if somebody doesn't get it, fuck them. That's how I do it. No, I understand all of what you're talking about. So yeah, thank you for doing a good job at the silly stuff, man.
Well, thanks.
Thank you for doing a good job at this silly stuff, Kyle.
That's all we got left in this world. I am going to pee all over my pajama shorts here. I don't get up very soon.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We don't
got
have
nothing else to plug.
We don't got to plug because this is Patreon.
We got your money already, suckers.
Yeah. Sort of. Our Patreon is basically a charity. Anyway, we're the fuck out of here. Thank you for listening to Festival Shmestival. Bye.
Thanks, Kyle. Bye.
You betcha. See you, dudes.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.